get rid of the hot air.
I mean, he's full of it. He could just put more inside himself. He's full of hot air. That's all I'm saying. That must have Something tells me I ought to turn this off. Because, yeah, that's open. Howdy. It's about, anyway, it's about maybe 90 degrees out here right now. This weekend they got a weather advisory, and it's gonna be around, I think they said 100 degrees to 107 degrees, which you'll be fainting, you'll be dying in that weather. So, and we got big plans this weekend, so we're having like a little family get together. So I don't know what's gonna go down here. Guess we'll find out. I'm not gonna film it, obviously, that'd be stupid. But yeah. So there's a lot of sticks back here. Probably a squirrel. There's a lot of sticks back here. I really ought to pick these up. Where'd this come from? Holy shit. Okay. Look at this. There's gotta be something in here. Damn moles. There's a hole. And it just filled up. More dirt for the yard, I guess. Just smooth this out over the yard. I don't know what else to do. Quit dicking around in my yard, you dumb mole. Please. It'd be much appreciated. Ooh, patch of grass. I can put this somewhere. Here's a nice spot. That collects all the water around the septic, and it takes it over there and dumps it into the ravine. The ravine, which I haven't even been able to get to the ravine in a while, and if you want to know why, count how many leaves I have. Yeah, that's why. This right here is taller than me. That's over 6 foot tall. Crazy. Yeah. Well, we had to get this air conditioner back out after Matt told my dad that he didn't need it for the party. Turns out he did. So Dad's getting the cord out. Let's go look. It's not a good idea to run out here in 90 degrees and humidity, is it? That big of a hole? He'd have to make that big of a hole in his wall? Yeah, that's a hell of a hole. God damn, I can see why he wouldn't do that. Almost get it. Almost. You can almost see it. Wait a minute, you're cleaning the filter? Is my meal ready yet? 44 seconds. That's just sheer luck, I guess. I decided to come in right at 44 seconds. Ooh, you can see the blood.
Yeah.
What is that? Pig?
Pork.
It's
Yes.
pig.
It's going to be barbecue pork. I'll get some barbecue in it.
So why don't they, like, suck all the blood out of it or something?
Then it wouldn't be any good.
You serious?
Serious. That's what keeps it juicy.
God dang, man. You gonna slather it?
Yeah.
So... What'd I just witness? It looks like you're covered in strawberry cream or something.
I know this barbecue sauce is probably not very good. I'm trying something different.
That's barbecue sauce? I thought that was ketchup.
No, it's called sweet beef barbecue.
That must be real light or something.
It is, and your dad don't like a lot of barbecue, so that's why I bought this.
Jesus. So I'm having me a TV dinner. That's probably too much. much good enough. See. Apparently I found a mushroom. Toadstool. I need better resolution. River's running dry. This is all poison ivy, so I'm trying to be real careful. Yeah, there's no way I can go back there and not get poison ivy all over me. But you can kind of see the bridge from here. As you guys can remember, I actually filmed it. I still have the video up on my channel. I fell off this thing in the winter. I literally slipped off. Well, I didn't slip off of it. The whole blocks moved and it flipped me off. Try not to talk too loud so people won't think I'm talking to myself, but well, I don't even think there's anyone around anyway, but my bridge is back there. It's even more dilapidated than last time. And you know, it's just something from my late childhood. Kinda destroyed. So, this is all poison ivy. Like, I'm really gonna have to scrub my shoes or something. What's interesting about poison ivy is you can actually use it as a bioweapon. So, like if you had some beef with someone, or you had to you know, poison someone, you could just use poison ivy. You know, you could rub that stuff in their drink. When they drank that, their fate would be sealed. So, here's an iron bar. Just found this. I don't even know if I can get this out. Yeah, I guess I might as well give you guys a neighborhood backstory. Where to begin? Well, I was in the 2nd grade, and we decided, you know what? Let's find a house. So this house had been sitting here vacant for a year, almost a year and a half. And so we bought it. I think this is our 7th year living here. So we bought it, and in September of 2010, I think. No, this would be our 6th year. I wasn't in the 2nd grade, but anyway, so we bought the house, and you know, all of this right here, all this This is all completely forest. There's only a thin trail up there. This is all completely covered in leaves and vines, just like this back here. It looked pretty much like this. In the winter, it was just leaves, though. Kind of like how my winter videos are. So, we bought the house, and I'm going to cut here and go to the next clip because of how my camera works. So, and I met this kid on the very first day. He used to live over there. His name was Cameron, and he had a brother named Caleb. I'm not going to reveal too much about him, but we used to run around. We were good friends, and people that lived across the street there, they threw trash in a ravine. Okay, there were even rumors going around that there was a mobile home buried over there, and so I had a beef with the kid. There was like 4 or 5 kids that lived over there, and I had a beef with one of them that he kept throwing glass bottles from back there at me. So one day we were walking down there, and me and Cameron both had our BB guns. I was about 9 at the time, and the kid kept throwing glass bottles at me. I said, "If you don't stop, I'm gonna shoot you." He kept on doing it, so I shot him. Later that night, police showed up to my door, and basically had to talk our way out of it. But I think the kid deserved it because he could have killed me. See, I mean, just the way it is. Then later on, we met 2 kids. I'm not even going to reveal their names because they still live here. Met 2 kids when they were 13. I think they're about 18 or 19 now. And they smoked. So, yeah, I kind of had a problem with that. So, I stopped talking to them around the time I learned that they were smoking. And through this all, and Cameron and Caleb, they moved away. And then I had a new friend named Lane, which he was a lot younger than me. And his father had a sniper rifle and all kinds of things. They were cool. They moved out, and now I don't even know the people that live there. And I don't even, well, no one even lives over there. They moved out. But the only people that's still here are the kids that I'm not even going to mention, and my buddy Braden. And he lives in a log cabin back there, and he's a buddy of mine. He's been with me through all of this. There used to be like a great neighborhood war where we were all pissed at each other and stuff, and we were all fighting. That's over with now. It's been over with for a few years. But yeah, I just figured I'd go ahead and say that on camera. But that kind of explains the garbage, right? Because they were throwing all this stuff back here long before we even got here. So that explains a lot of garbage. But I figured I'd just address that. Also, I think maybe next weekend I'll tell pretty much my life story in a way. Like I'll try to tell as much as I can about me and about how I moved here and kind of how my life's been, just stuff like that. So, there's just way too much poison ivy back here. Yeah, I'll get that done next weekend, because this weekend, like I said, we got stuff to do. This vlog's probably already way too long, so ooh, nah, I can't touch it, probably has poison ivy on it. What the hell was that? Been gathering sticks over here. Sticks and logs. This is a bird's grave. I kind of ran over it, and it might have been on purpose. But, there's that matchbox. I might as well throw this back in the woods. neighbors don't need any suspicion on this, so. Shut up all these targets. There's a robin right there. Keeps flying away. Oh, I thought I could get up close to him. Guess not. I'm gonna put this bullet in the treehouse, which I probably should have done that while I was up here. Yeah, next weekend I'll explain everything that's going on with me. And how I got to be kind of a loner, to be honest. So I am a bit of a loner. I'd say I'm a little awkward too. But, you know, that's not really much of a problem. Used to be popular. Just kind of, you know, stop going out into the world so much and just kind of stayed in this little neighborhood right here, messing around here, and everyone moved away, so now I just kind of do stuff on my own. Well, got that out of the ground. I don't even know what tree that went to. I don't even know if that was even a tree when we got here. I don't know. I mean, it's been years since we cleared all this out. It's probably been a good 4 years. I mean, it literally used to be, literally only used to be a path from about here to here. And it was the leaves over here too, but we got those out. And this area right all down to there was cleared. But not all this. All this was leaves and vines and all kinds of nasty stuff. We did cut down and destroy a lot of stumps over back here too. Stumps and trees, but like this stump, the reason why we left this one here was, you can see it's kind of charred. And a few years ago we tried burning it. We had a big old fire on it for about 2 or 3 hours. And it was still standing. It's kind of worn down under the elements, though. It's really worn down. And then I think I even filmed us cutting meat. No, maybe I didn't. But yeah, I used to put my hatchet in there all the time. They can even have videos of that. There's a stump right there, and this wood pile did extend all the way out to there, but we took some to the campground, which I have videos of that wood pile. We're sharing that wood pile with a couple neighbors of ours.